McSwain Estate Toys and More. This is our short-term parking. As you can see, the cars have been grouped here by color by the valet. But people also can park their own cars if they like. They pass here, going underneath to the short-term parking. Here you can see a couple on their way over to the diner along the little street here. On our number 1 line below the main. Here, our little diner. And then doing some construction work, painting here, taking care of the brick face, people passing by, going to and from, shopping, and of course enjoying Coca-Cola is the real thing here at the Galaxy Diner Drive-In. McSwain Estate Toys and More. Here, just past the little phone booth, you take the stairway on up over to your second flight of stairs, the small one passing under the street lamp, and over to the parking ride station where you're going to pick up the train, taking you around to the other side of the mountain. Now as the train continues on past the long-term parking, it's going to come over to the other side of the mountain to the second parking ride. This is the campground stop, and people are going to get off and head on into the cave entrance. This is the first mountain entrance, and they're just going to come circle around and come out of one of the tunnels here and purchase their ticket at the little stand before moving on. They're going to go over and see this gentleman here who will take their ticket before they proceed on inside. Now once inside, they're going to follow the cave system through a series of tunnels that'll lead them up to this second level here. As you can see, this guy coming out of the tunnel, he's going to turn to the right and follow the little path on up and around, where you can stop for photos or just to talk. This is our little lover's leap. And from here, you can proceed back around along the little path, like the person with the red here, going into the next cave entrance, and that'll take them out to, that'll bring them right on out to this cave exit, where they can come out along the top area on the back to the campsites. Follow any of the walking paths on around, past the apple grove, the scarecrow. They can come out on this bridge here and cross over to the high deck area and view the old trains, or they can go back inside that same tunnel and simply turn to the left. What that'll do is allow them to come around underneath the sign but in the tunnel and come out to this little area where they can have a view of the short-term parking that's down below. And they can go in, now turn to the left, simply follow this path here. It's inside, it's another cave system. They'll come up onto the hill and exit here. Now that's going to bring them out here onto the executive camping area. This of course costs a little more. It's not the presidential area, but it's the executive area of campsite. Here you have access to a few more amenities. Nice colorful tents, of course, and you have access to the upper jacuzzi. McSwain Estate Toys and More. And from the jacuzzi, of course, you can come over here and you have access to the little rental area where you can go out onto the lake with the sailboat, or like this guy in the little rowboat, and do some fishing. Underneath the waterfall. That climbs up to the top. Now here, from this final exit, if you go in, turn to the left, you're going to be underneath and in a tunnel that'll bring you underneath the lake itself, where you can hike your way up, It's a very steep climb, but you'll come out right over here. Now, once you've made that steep climb and you come out, you're going to be exiting out of the tunnel here, and you can simply just follow along the bottom path over to the crashed airplane, the tail section sticking out, or you can climb up a little further on up to the main point up here underneath the upper lake. Now, if you do come across the edge here, you want to come around, exit through this final exit to the presidential area. Once you pass from that front exit over above the waterfall, you're going to come out here to a secret area of the presidential camping area, which is, instead of outside camping, you've got your own lodge on the back side of the mountain. McSwain Estate Toys and More. So far you've seen the main line, or line 1. Here's the lower line with the Burlington Northern cars. These simply transport materials over to the construction area from here and continue on around through the city, past the short-term parking, and then past the mall and parking garage. That's line 2. Line 3 is a non-electric train set, Santa Fe small engine here. And as you can see, the crane is loading that line up to take items right over through the connection tunnel here and over to the storage shed. Now this is our 4th line over by our larger part of the city. This is actually our little suburb where we have a farm here. And on this line, the back line, it loads off onto another main line. But here you